the big news in metal this week is that Black
Yes.
Sabbath have decided to reunite for one night only at Villa Park. Back to the beginning. I just have the screenshot here of the poster in front of me. So
Yeah.
it's the original four members, which is great to see. So obviously Ozzy Osbourne, Tony Iommi, Geezer Butler, and Bill Ward is coming back. So Bill hasn't played drums with Black Sabbath in, I think it's over 20 years at this stage. So it's
Right.
great to see him back appearing at the show. What we're going to see, I've watched a couple of news reports and read some articles. It's hard to know what we're going to see. Like the lineup as advertised is unbelievable. So obviously you've got Black Sabbath, the original four members. Ozzy Osbourne is also mentioned on the bill, so we might see a couple of songs from him and his solo stuff.
Yeah.
Also on the bill is Jake E. Lee and Mike Borden. So Jake E. Lee was Ozzy's guitar player back in the 80s on a couple of albums. And of course, Mike Borden was a long-time drummer for Ozzy over the years. And Metallica are going to be there. So I would imagine Rob Trujillo will jump in with Ozzy for a couple of tracks. And then we have the likes of Metallica, Slayer, Pantera, Gojira, who've just picked up a Grammy for Best Metal Performance. We've got Alice in Chains, which is we're huge fans of them, Gav, myself and yourself.
Big time.
Great to see them. Hailstorm, Lamb of God, Anthrax, and Mastodon, who are another great metal band.
Yeah.
So it really is the cream of the crop of metal, isn't it?
It really is. Like, and even in the fine print, if you keep looking, like there's Duff McKagan, Jonathan Davis from Korn, Sleep Token too, the guy from Sleep Token. I'm a fan of them. Tom Morello, Fred Durst, Billy Corgan, David Draymond. I was chatting about him in a different podcast, but we'll not mention that.
Saw that.
Look, at this is. I tell you, well, one thing. One of my mates, Luke, texts me to probably the screenshot what you're looking at yourself, the lineup. I'm like, that has to be fake.
That's what I thought when I saw it first. I thought it was fake news. AI.
Yeah, I'm like, there's no way this is happening. And then I went on Metallica's page and I seen it. I'm like, I was driving somewhere. I'm like, this is insane. This is going to be as big in my eyes as Live Aid or something like that. This is like the Metallica Live Aid. And what's cool is I seen Tony Iommi in Villa Park with Sharon and that, and quick interview, I'm sure you've seen it, and Sharon said something about people usually do this when the artist dies, but Ozzy wants to do it before that day comes, which I thought was really cool and makes sense. Logically, if you put yourself in Ozzy's position, fuck it, go out with a bang, you know what I mean? Have all your mates around you, go out with a night of music, and if your day comes down the lane, so be it. At least you get to have that last hurrah. That's the way I'd look at it personally, anyway.
100%, because it always happens that these big artists pass away and then their music goes to number one and people start listening to them again and there's a new interest in them. But why not have this celebration when the people are still alive?
Yeah, no, I'm going to try and get a ticket.
Me too. So I'd say there'll be millions of people from all over the world looking to get to this gig.
I was in a few forums with some Metallica forums in Buenos Aires, and there was people I'm going to try and I'll fly from Argentina to talking to people from America. Which one am I in? A Minnesota chapter. And they were on about I'll go look at some of Metallica fanatics, but never mind Metallica. We were lucky enough to see Gojira in a very small venue. I'd love to see them in a big venue like Villa Park as well.
Yeah.
Never caught Slayer. Even if they're saying 20-minute sets, I'm happy out.
Oh my God.
Yeah, 20-minute sets. And some of the likes of, say, Duff McKagan and Jonathan Davis from Korn and that, they might come out and just feature on a song with somebody. Do you know what I mean?
That's the talk. Yeah, the talk is that the likes of the mid-card artists, so Metallica, Slayer, Pantera, Gojira, all those guys will come out and do Black Sabbath songs, maybe one or two of their own, because
Sabbath,
Metallica
yeah.
have done plenty of Black Sabbath songs over the years.
Garage days, yeah.
Yeah, and then the talk is that there'll be like super groups formed, like even Slash, Wolfgang Van Halen, Sammy Hagar, all those guys are there as well. So they're talking about like there'll be super groups formed to play Black Sabbath songs, and then to finish off the night, Ozzy will probably come out and do 2 or 3 of his own songs, and then Black Sabbath will do 2 or 3 of the classics, maybe Iron Man and War Pigs and Paranoid.
Yeah.
And then that's good enough for me. I'd still go see that show, no problem.
Yeah.
Hands down.
You know what just came to mind too? I was just thinking with Jerry Cantrell is touring at the minute, his I Want Blood tour.
Yeah.
And I'm thinking, you've Duff McKagan there and you've Rob, like possibly he could do some stuff because he recorded with them, didn't he?
That's right. That's a good call.
Yeah.
Good call. Yeah, they both appeared on the new album, which is amazing,
That's right.
obviously.
Yeah, so he might slip one of them in. And then, look, there's talk of maybe a live performance. You know, this could be, like, honestly, this could be screened live in, like, cinemas and stuff. It's going to be that big.
I hope it is. And it's great because, like, I remember back in the day, I don't know if you remember that Live Earth 2005. Was it Live Earth or Live 8? Sorry.
It's the anniversary.
It was, but they had, like, it was brilliant. Like, Green Day, Velvet Revolver, what was the super group with Chris Cornell and Rage Against the Machine? Audio Slave. They played it. There was loads of rock and metal throughout the day. The Who reformed for it. Pink Floyd reformed for it. It was an unbelievable day of music. And I remember watching that live. Went up to one of the lads' houses and watched that live, and it was absolutely brilliant. And then a couple of years ago, when Taylor Hawkins passed away, they had a live concert in Wembley. That was broadcast live through YouTube. Again, I went over to Eric's house, and we sat down for the full day and just watched all the bands coming on. And it was amazing. Just amazing.
I'd be all over it. I swear to God, like just like that. There, if you got someone's house with 4 or 5 lads, a few cans or something, and just chill out for the day, throw the phones away and just chill out. And like, what a day of music! But can you
get the hall pass from the wife? You know.
Can you imagine getting that ticket though?
Oh, be unbelievable. Be unbelievable. I'm going to apply, and there's a few of us going to apply, but I'm not expecting any miracles. You know.
Did you apply for the Live Nation pre-sale thing?
I went onto the website. Yeah. I went on yesterday. I didn't get very far though.
Yeah, all I got was I'm just signed up to Live Aid. So I think on the Thursday, but sure, everyone's going to be signed up to Live Aid. Now, I was lucky enough to talk to some people that we had on our podcast that worked with Metallica, Pantera.
Yeah.
He was an illustrator, and I was chatting away with him, and I said, I was kind of putting the begging hand out, like, do you know any ins here? And he's like, lad, it's a charity event, there's no guest list, no nothing. He's like, I'm the same as you on this day. So I'm like, oh Jesus, if you're going to be, what hope do I have?
Yeah, and that's actually a good point. They are doing this for charity.
Yes.
Like I'm sure they'll cover their costs and stuff like that, but like it's not like Ozzy's getting, or Sharon even to the point, is getting a big payday out of it. And I think that's what a lot of people were concerned about, that that they're going to be getting a big payday, but that's not the case. This is for the fans and the musicians and the charities.
Yeah. What figures did you hear for ticket prices?
I didn't hear anything, but I'm assuming it'll be €200 minimum.
Yeah, I've heard.
Cheapest, Rose Ed.
Yeah, I've heard 250 up to 500.
Yeah, wouldn't surprise me. I'd pay. Yeah, I'd pay. I wouldn't
tell my wife that.
Yeah, I don't think my wife. My wife doesn't watch my YouTube channel, so I'm safe. So anyone that knows her, don't be telling her. But I would pay 500.
I said it to my buddy Luke. I was like, he says, I'll be on the credit card. I'm like, I'm up to 500. I don't give a shit.
Yeah,
500. If it comes up, you've 2 tickets and they're £1,000. Take them. We'll swim to fucking Birmingham if you have to.
It'd be unbelievable, and it's not too bad for us. It's just hopping across the pond, So
and I believe there's not a campsite left in Birmingham.
Well,
to stay.
A mate of mine, he was good foresight. He booked a hotel room the minute it was released. Yeah, he booked a hotel room, so I'll have somewhere to crash anyway, in a bath or something of his hotel room.
I'd drive over and sleep in the car. I wouldn't care.
Yeah. It wouldn't matter.